We took the best 8 teams and then splashed in the best 2 hosts. And we came up with one dope show. It's the Big 8. So buckle up for the best in the NBA and on screen. It's D and Kai. Let's go!
Buckle up, baby.
Yeah, we gotta work on it. We gotta work on that intro. We gotta work on it. We gotta work on it.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. Nah, not at all. Not at all. We gotta work on it. We gotta work on it.
That joint is fire. Are you crazy? Woo,
it sounds like you. It sounds like you caught in some smoke with the sound of your voice. I'm like, it sounds like you caught in a little cloud of smoke or something. You know the way your voice sounds.
Phlegm was in the throat up in here. It was choking me.
Yeah, all the way up in here.
It was choking
all
me.
the way through here, all the way down here. What's up, y'all? What's up? How you doing tonight? Welcome back, you guys. Just Simply Sports, Brother D on Sports. Knicks versus the Mavs tonight. How you doing today, Brother D?
I'm good, young lady. How you doing?
I am okay, but I'm here.
Kai. Oh, it's the lovely Kai. All right. Queen Kai the Conqueror. Yeah.
And look at pause with that block, y'all. Right now, I'm going back focusing 2 games, y'all. If y'all been here, y'all know I'm a Warriors fan. If y'all been here before, y'all know I love Brandon Brzezinski. So I don't care if y'all don't like pods. I love pods.
It don't matter.
At all. Who you got winning tonight, though? Knicks or the Mavs?
Oh, I got the Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well,
because the Mavs are a hot mess right now.
Yeah, and Brunson is back, and he's gonna have his way with the young boy. Yeah.
I mean, he has over anybody, but
I know, but even more so, he can just impose his will. He's a rook, man. You gotta swallow that. But once
I don't think I wouldn't put Cooper Flagg on him.
Well, whoever Cooper,
I would give somebody else that assignment.
Yeah,
if I was Jason Kidd.
Loop in the game right now. He's not even in the game. Wow.
What's the score at?
5. Oh Lord have mercy.
No, what's the score on the screen?
I can't see it. I got something. I ain't by my stand yet. I got a makeshift stand up. All right, yeah. Let me pull the scores up on this.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's share the screen. Let me see here. Come on, Daryl. Nope, that's the wrong one. All right. Share screen. Superimpose. I don't want the sound. Nope. I just want this. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah. So, all right. Let me move myself back a little bit. My head, it looked like it's real big.
Wow, what's going on? Why are we talking about ourselves? You're so conceited sometimes.
No, I said my head looks real big in the camera. I'm saying
you're so full of yourself sometimes. Though.
I just said my head is big in the camera. Kai, what's wrong with that?
Because you're talking about yourself. Like we're not talking about you here. We're here to talk about the Knicks and the Mavs, not about your head being in the camera.
Man, you have to be size proportionate equally.
Okay.
What we do, and it's my job to make sure that we do. All right, so. I'm gonna start calling my boy Clay. I'm gonna start calling him the Stallion. He's my boy now. He said, "Don't talk about my woman."
Yeah, they're gonna do that for sure. Especially with him not looking good right now.
Yeah, usually when you are good, they'll put a little respect on your name. But if you bricking, folk, it's like a no.
I mean,
they
you got to put respect
name.
on his name anyway, just because he's a 4-time champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One of the
I mean,
greatest shooters of all time. But right now, I would say he's been in the slump the past few years. This is before even he started dating Meg. It's not like he was like shooting lights out for the past few years, and as soon as he started dating her, it just all went downhill. Like he's been struggling the past few years ever since his injury.
Oh, def. Let me see here.
I knew that was going to happen. Though. I was like, watch. They say if he doesn't have a good season, or he struggles. Like, oh, Megan, he's not focused.
Hey, Kai, check the people on your side.
I'm sorry.
Check your people on your side. They're not showing up over here.
I don't have anything on my side.
They're not? Okay. Because it's showing that we do have people on. It looks like it was on your side. I don't see them on my side. They're not showing up in my box at all. Say what's up. Like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing tonight? It is cool in Philly. Woo! I am hype. I am so hype. It's going to be a good game tonight. Man, them other games, the other games were really good tonight, Kevin Durant was getting it in. But they was putting the clamps on him. And that's putting that defense on that boy. Tell you, defense never lose. Defense never lose. Oh, man. Whew. My son gave me a little cold, and I just can't take it. He had a cold. He's sitting in the living room touching everything. I said, Lord have mercy. So I'm a little scruffy. What you chewing on, Kyle? What you got? What you have for dinner?
I'm not talking about I ate my dinner on here. Y'all nosy. Right now I'm eating Sour Patches.
You eat those things? Oh my God. Woo! Those things are lethal. That's a ball of sugar. Sour Patches. I'm telling you, we out. Kids. Let me just see. Who is this in here? Because I can't see them, and this is frustrating now. There go Kaja. There go me.
Well, I'm gonna need you to mute yourself. It's like you reading yourself something.
I am reading. I was just looking at the line because I can't see the people in my chat. I can't see them. And I'm saying it's frustrating. That's all. I was saying, just post a comment where you're from.
All right, let's get back to this game. Where's this game at? Come on.
I know.
All these commercials.
These commercials be like grueling, but they're better than the WNBA commercials. Definitely.
Anything is, as far as that is concerned.
I've seen better commercials on YouTube.
They got better ads on Instagram. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, tonight, Cat should be able to take over. Cat should be able to do something tonight, get in the post and just like dominate, go berserk. But because he have the inside out game, even though Dallas has some good defenders, but they get stretched when they because you got Brunson back, you got Shaman out there popping them J's.
Carl Anthony Towns, most double-doubles drop. 13 games, Knicks history.
The Cat Man. Come on, Clay. Please pop that. He's still breaking. Woo! Come on, Stallion. I don't know what's going to happen to these boys. I got them going to the finals this year.
This is their best chance to get to the finals the next. The East is wide open.
Yeah.
This is their best chance to get to the NBA finals. But right now in the West, OKC is running away again. They got like 15 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah, I wanted
the best record yet again.
Oh yeah, you could definitely make it, but I'm talking about Dallas. I predict Dallas was going to the finals this year.
Yeah, the way it's looking, I don't think so.
I know, but
it depends on how far behind they get, because you get too far behind, even with Kyrie coming back. If you're too many games behind.
Yeah. See, Marshall, he's doing a tribute to Kyrie with his hairstyle. He got his little afro going on. He got a Kyrie. That's right. Give him a bow. Give him a bow. That's right. Bow him up. People kind of have to understand. You have to use your body for leverage.
Give me 1 second. Give me a second.
Sure. That's what Luka does. Luka uses his body, his body leverage excellently. He comes in and he just leans on you. He knows those angles. And a lot of guys, they know how to do those things, but they don't do it because I don't know. They're trying to resort to this NBA. I don't know. However they instructed them to play. But Luka play like he in a playground. That's how Luka plays. And he just leans on you, go down, hit you with his hip, kiss it off the glass. And those are all real. And a lot of people say, well, that's standard basketball move. It's not. Basketball moves are typical layups, straight up J's, beelines straight to the rim. But Luka has that little nuance game to him, man. And that's
why are we talking about Luka? And this is a Knicks versus Mavericks game.
No, because God, why do you do? Why you always trying to put me on Front Street like that? Embarrass me like that? You know why I brought him up? Yeah.
I don't, because he been there.
I brought him up, but he been there. Because these guys are not using their bows. They're not using their hips. You got to use your butt, your hips, your thighs. You got to move those guys, man.
It's not everybody's game though. Everybody don't use their butt.
It doesn't matter if it's your game.
Everybody don't even have butt, hips, and thighs like that. Like some people are weak.
Listen. Look, you got to use that hip and then just ride them. You got to ride people with that bow. You better learn how to do that.
Somebody like Cat. You know what I mean? That's something that he definitely should be doing. Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Somebody else who's smaller like Hardy, Max Christie. I don't know. Not so much.
Look, a lot of these guys, they got the muscle to do it. They just don't. They have to add nuance to their game. And you see it. You look at Brunson. See what Brunson just did? How he dipped that shoulder and put it in dude's chest and then popped back. He threw dude off balance real fast. That's what I'm talking about. Marshall, there you go.
He's also smaller, so he has to do different things now to make sure that he can do what he needs to do.
I know, but and that's my point. If he can use his body, so can you. It's just a matter of you wanting to do it. But you have
everything's a matter you want to do it. I can agree with that.
Yeah, but you have to use your butt though. You have to use your butt and your thighs. You have to. That's why Luka be cooking them guys, man. Brunson is cool though, man. He'd use his head to get open. He'll put his head in your chest. I love that dude. There you go, Cat. There you go. That's all you got to do. They gave him one little opening, and he got in that fast. That's what you got to do, and that's how ball is ran. If people don't understand, if this is how you play ball. This is how the game is ran. All right, let me look at the score, man. Let me open this up a little bit. Okay, 17-15. Where Kai at? Kai went out. Okay, Kai's out. I'm sorry for that noisy water. My son gave me this cold, and I'm drinking water about a mile a minute. Oh God. 17-15, New York down by 2. Dallas doing that thing to him. Unbelievable. Down by a deuce. Look at this.
Carl Anthony Towns just turned 30, y'all.
I love Bridges' game.
I don't think he was worth what they paid for him.
You don't think he's that what?
I don't think he was worth what they paid for him.
You know what? It looked like he was. I will agree with you right there. It's not,
He wasn't, not was.
To me, he looked like he was. But it's not panning out too much.
4 first-round draft picks? No. If I'm giving that up, that's gonna be like for Giannis or somebody. I'm not giving that up for somebody. No.
Oh, definitely.
Look at Hardy. I like Hardy.
Yeah.
So no more fire Nico chance because Nico's been fired. So everybody can breathe and move on finally.
Hey man, we got 5 people watching, and I don't know where they are. This is horrible.
Jalen Brunson about to give him that work. Uh-oh.
Well, let me reduce this.
Uh-oh.
Find out what's
Passing to
going on.
Josh. Oh, missed that shot. Mitchell Robinson. Too bad he picked it. How the heck did I forget D'Lo was in Dallas?
Who's in Dallas?
D'Angelo. D'Lo.
I
forgot he was traded there. I like Josh Hart. He was just running and throwing that up. He was just trying to get the foul.
Yeah. See, think about New York, man. They'll just turn it on.
That lift. Boom. On that.
She got to turn back to her precious Warriors.
That game is over. And I was talking about Hardy. Hardy plays for the Mavericks.
Okay. No, I just heard you say something. I thought you had went back over to your boys.
No, that game is over.
Oh, okay.
The game is over.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh no, where you at?
Did you see, since we're on a little commercial break, did you see that Draymond Green got mad because the guy in the crowd, the fan was calling him Angel Reese?
The crowd was calling him Angel Reese?
No, it wasn't. It was a guy in the crowd. Like, he had an interaction with a fan a few days ago, and he kept calling him Angel Reese, you know? No, he obviously was offended by that. And then they pulled up his stats, like, Draymond Green, like, misses layup, gets the offensive rebound, puts layup back up, misses. And then in the next slide, they compared Angel Reese, you know, because missed the layup and then missed the rebound. I'm like, y'all doing too much.
They was doing a parody. You better leave my girl alone. I don't care. You know, I'm coming for you.
The thing is, that joke is so old now because she's this whole entire season, she led with defensive rebounds more than offensive rebounds. You know what I mean? And I'm like, regardless of anything, you know, like, Draymond, why don't you respond to that? Like, you're a 4-time champion. Like, you know that you're not Steph Curry, and I think because people always say like he's riding Steph Curry's coattail, like he wouldn't have anything without Steph. You gotta
Yeah.
remember, like, as much as I love Steph, Steph didn't when Clay was out, when Clay was injured. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a team effort. Like, obviously, as Steve Kerr says, Steph Curry is the sun in the solar system. Everything revolves around him. But it's still very
You know
much
what?
a team effort. Like Draymond definitely helps Steph. You know what I mean? They got that great chemistry.
That's like the fifth. That's like the fifth one.
That's
That's
what
like
Steve Kerr said, not my word.
that's like the fifth time he gave him some type of superlative or some some metaphor of who Steph is. Oh my God.
The sun in their solar system.
Lord have mercy. But you know
Who,
what?
who,
No,
go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna ask you a different question outside this topic, but I'll wait. Go ahead. What you want to say?
No, but no one will challenge it as long as Draymond, because Draymond always backs Steph up. That's his ball. You know what I mean? That's his ride or die. So ain't nobody gonna get mad at that. So that's how I
What
look
do
at
you
it.
think though about the fan calling Draymond Green Angel Reese?
What I think about it? Well,
Hmm.
I do think is disrespectful, and see what they're trying to do is they're trying to pull something over now so they can have it over in this season, and so they can something they can ride and coattail with it. And the big thing that I want to see, I think is trash if if TV is going to pick it up and run with it. If the commentators on TV and all the sports anchors are they going to pick it up and run with it because they have a tendency to bow the knee. You know what I mean?
Well, this is a few days old now. I'm just talking to you about it on here, but they did speak about it. On I think they spoke about it a little bit on First Take, not Get Up. Marcellus Wiley spoke about it. I saw a few of content creators on YouTube, speaking about it. Because they
Mhm.
like the fan was like an inch or two taller than Draymond. Like it wasn't like he was one of them small fans. He was a big, taller white guy. So,
Yeah.
but I just really wish that players would stop letting fans bait them into certain things. It's like Draymond, you know who you are. Don't let that man get up under your skin.
The last thing we need for Draymond to say is, "I don't play nothing like her." that,
When
that would be
when they first when they
that
asked him
would be a
about it,
problem.
when they asked him about it in the locker room, like he was like, he kept calling me a woman. Like he didn't give Angel's name at first, but they had to go back obviously and hear the audio and stuff like that. But Draymond, you know who you are. I think on some level it bothers him because everybody's always saying like he wouldn't be who he is without having Steph. Only reason you are because you have Steph. Like
No, let's get something straight about Draymond. Draymond would still be a hustler if he was on the team with Steph. I'm not saying he will have any chips, no, but
but how do
he.
we know that he wouldn't have at least one chip? I'm not saying he would have
But
4 or
I
5.
said I don't. I said
But
I don't know if he would have any chips. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he still would be a hustler. Draymond is a hell of a player. You know, I would love to have Draymond on my team. He always hustling, getting in people's face, chirping, taking people heart. That's
high,
basketball.
high defensive IQ.
Exactly. Come on now. Never taking a playoff. Come on, man. Leave Draymond alone.
Oh, I saw that 3 from Brunson, 24-22, y'all. About 40 seconds left in this first
Oh
quarter.
man. Oh my God. Whew.
Oh man.
Look at Brunson. Come on, Brunson. Now you throwing bows. You ain't getting that foul. Big mechanical head, Negro.
Is it just me? Where the heck is Cooper?
Yo,
Wow.
they
Oh,
kick. Yo, they not even. Well, Clay is now on the floor. They said we going to Marshall for them threes. We going to Marshall for them threes, baby.
oh, that boy is hot. Hot.
Oh yeah, 24-25. That's a lot of running for 24-25, man. That mean they hustling, man. Everybody keep dribbling with the ball like 9 feet away from their bodies, but this is the problem with that. Everyone has long arms, so the best thing you can do is keep the ball next to you a little bit, and give them a little bop with the shoulder. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Kyle? That's what you got to do when it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put that body out there, man. One thing I used to hate when I used to play ball growing up is running. People scared to make a layup. I'm like, yo.
Some people are not good with layups. Some people are better, with 3-point shooting. Some folks are good at 3-point shooting, but they can't make free throws.
Can you say LeBron James? No. But
Speaking of LeBron James, the king is back. Did y'all see he played last night? I think he had about 12 assists.
Yeah, you dishing him out. Of course he gonna come back doing everything right. You know what I mean? Sort of like a kid who getting off punishment. He ain't gonna pee in the bed for a couple of days, but it's coming. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't know?
No, not you.
All right.
Look at my man. Look at Santa Claus. Look at Anthony Edwards.
I hope he's taking them gifts to his baby, because the mama out of money.
You should get a job.
You better stop playing and take care of that baby.
No, he definitely should do his part, but she should as well.
Look, if I was going to hand over $1 million to her, I would have had my lawyers. You have to draft something up. You just can't use that money vicariously and like.
She said that wasn't. She said that wasn't true. He didn't give 100. That was like a rumor.
That was a rumor. Oh, good. I'm glad it was.
I mean, but look, you got with that young man knowing that he was in a full relationship, and obviously he should have been protecting himself. But what did you expect to happen? What were you expecting? A relationship? You want him to leave, marry you? Like, stop it. Was that Peyton Watson? Look at Peyton Watson. The braids out?
Dunking it. Man. But the whole thing when it comes to all of that, when it comes to it, this is the whole thing people have to understand. Sex makes babies. It don't make giraffes. It don't make cars. It will make a house or two now, but that's what sex does. So when these young boys are like, oh man, I can't believe she pregnant. Negro, that's what it does. Grow up, dude. Put a lid on it, man. Come on now. I just don't get the mindset of people. You know what I mean? Their paradigms are off.
No. Held 5 points, 2 of 2, 3 rebounds.
Yeah, but everybody's engaged though, so I'm glad to see that. That's one of the reasons I wanted to see this game, because everybody's kind of athletic on these teams,
I just find it interesting that Dallas is missing, a lot of their key players, and they're pretty much neck and neck right now in this game. Still plenty more time, but
because I know Dallas can play. That's my whole point. That's why I picked them to go to the chip. Dallas can play.
I don't see them being the last team standing in that stacked Western Conference. But assuming they don't get too far behind, in terms of record, and then everybody comes back. AD is healthy. He plays, to the level that he can play. Kyrie comes back. He's the same Kyrie, after the injury and everything. Cooper, does half of what he did in college, with the surrounding pieces. It is. And that's my point. It is very much so. You're going to have all those variables make a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Every last one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
D'Lo's inconsistent, so some games he's on, some games he's not.
Definitely, yes. Yep. We do see that. We definitely see that. Yeah. Wow.
I like Derek Lively.
Yeah, some of
They
these.
paid PJ Watt. They extended PJ Washington, and he's been like a no-show this season.
I know.
What'd you pay him extra money for? More money for?
Well, you paid it because of what you saw. We don't pay according to what we don't know. We pay for what we do know. You know what I mean? So
you pay for what you got. What I saw, wasn't enough for me to be, extending the contract right now if I'm the owner.
But he was somebody who was giving it for you. See, everything is not going to be equal in its entirety. Like my $40 million guy may not be as efficient as your $40 million guy, but he means a lot to me, though. You get what I'm saying? So his value is based on what I need, not so much on what the other guy over here is doing.
I'm not comparing anybody else. I'm talking about his production alone. His production alone, I don't think at the moment I would have waited till this season before I gave him some more money. If I'm the owner.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to.
I don't like what I saw. I don't like what I saw in the playoffs.
For real? You didn't like what you saw from him? For real?
Inconsistent.
Nah, I liked him. I actually liked him.
I like him, but it was inconsistent. His performance was inconsistent.
But yeah, I would have to look at his stats. But from what I saw, from what I remember, he played well.
Okay.
How did my logo get up there? I'm so sorry. Let me take that down. Sorry. Lord have mercy. Oh, sorry.
This score been 24-25 for a few minutes now.
Yeah. This boy coming, he wiping chicken finger crumbs off his shirt, man. What's going on? Who is that? Who's this on New York number 24? This guy, like he has some chicken strips or something. Who is this? Let me look him up. Who is it? Who is it?
Come on, Derek, you got to get there.
Who is this guy, Kai? Who is this guy?
You say look crazy. Is that a backcourt violation?
I know. I was looking up this guy number 24. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find out who he is. Number 51. No, he's not 51. No, 24. He's 51. That's what he is.
Who's been bad? He's been bad this season. Well, Derek Lively, his thing is, he's a defensive player. Like he's rebounds, but somebody got to give him the lobs. Yeah. Well, then look, AD, Cooper.
Hey.
He's not the kind of player that's gonna, create his own shot. That's not his strength. Him and Daniel Gafford, I'm not so sure if I like Jordan Clarkson right now in the Knicks, but it's still pretty early.
Oh, sorry.
It's almost the holidays, y'all. Who's ready for the holidays?
Girl, I'm ain't ready for holidays. We got about 5 different cards. They talking about you spend $400. You get a turkey. Everybody using different cards when they go to the supermarket.
Wow.
Nobody wants them old nasty turkeys anyway. I don't even eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I eat ribs, and for some reason because it just stays in the
It's a nice young man. He looks so nice.
Stays in there too long. What you pondering on, Kai? You over there smiling? She looking up in the air smiling.
No, I'm looking at Christy. I'm like, looks like a nice young man. Then I see AD on the bench smiling. I'm like, he always on the bench. He been on the bench more in Dallas
Good
and
man.
on the freaking court.
You're a good, clean young man. Come here.
27-24.
Come here, Buttercup.
All right, come on.
Oh, come on, dog.
This game's actually a little bit too close for comfort. I was expecting the Knicks to, bombard Dallas.
Listen,
But I think Dallas is getting just a little bit better, I think. All right, come on, Jordan, give me something.
When I pick a team, just know. Woo. Marshall playing, baby. A youngster.
I'm here for them second chance points.
He probably got hands. He said his dad was a pro boxer. Woo!
10 minutes, 13 points, 4-5. See, this right now, as a coach, you're trying to figure out who you got. Because you know who your starters are going to be when everybody gets back. But if you want to stay in that rotation when the stars get back, you got to show it now.
Well, I can tell you right now, Clay is on there. He on borrowed time.
I think they might get rid of Clay. I really do.
Yeah, Clay was just like he's like lost on defense. He was he was drifting. Come on, man. Come on, collapse. Yo, 13, you were supposed to go down. Marshall, come on, man. Everybody know he's going to use the other side of the glass. That's the only place he could go. He was too committed. And Cat, you taking too many plays off, dude. Come on now. Play ball.
Come on, Derek. He got right in front of you. Okay. I'll take that.
See, Cat, you got me wanting a soda now. You keep drinking. Stop.
I'm not drinking the soda. I'm drinking juice.
I know, but it's a bottle and it's not water.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I cheated today, right?
I like Cat. Come on, Cat. I don't really have a dog in this fight. So whoever made the best team win.
Even though I think
there go PJ. Oh, look at PJ. He look all mature. Yo, everybody got their beard coming in.
What Anthony Davis showing somebody? Who is he? What are you teaching people? What are you teaching people?
I mean, he's been around long enough to be able to, spill some knowledge. He's going to work on his health.
Stop.
He's in his 30s. How long? 80 been playing? Like, come on.
I know. Clay just made a 3, baby. The Stallion, baby.
26 feet.
Here it come.
Clay always looks so serious. Oh my God, Clay.
Hey, grumpy dude. He like, y'all so worried about those 3-pointers. Just drive in.
Excuse me. Here we go. Now the pace is picking up. Let's go.
Nice. See when he now watch when he spin.
Oh, got it back.
Hey, Kyle, watch it spin. Watch your hip. Say he put his butt out. Bam! Keep you off of me. You gotta use your behind.
He has a wonderful head of hair.
She'd be saying all kinds of stuff. He reminds me of Columbia crystals. If you ever really look at him, really.
No, I really think he has beautiful hair. Every time I see him, I think that.
No,
how tall is Jerome Hudson? That's it? Really? The 6'3"? It was like 6'5" at least. Huh? No. Okay. Okay. No.
Come on,
Sounds like
I'm
it's
going
going.
over to my Praise Leah page. Let me see if I can see if people are over. Let me see. Let's see, Kai. There go Kai.
I don't know. It looks like Dallas might actually win this game. I thought the Knicks were gonna come in and just like bombard them, like. But
Yo,
right
I thought,
now, I'm like,
yeah, they maintaining. They maintaining, girl. I
unless the
like this.
strategy is to, stay close in the first half, and the second half, put your foot in the gas and go all the way.
Yeah. More staff. I don't know what's going on with this. Let me just see something. Come on, down. Put it right there. Praise. Come on, D.
What team you think is gonna take Clay this offseason?
What
Like
team
this
gonna
offseason. I'm sorry, not this offseason. Excuse me. Honestly speaking, I see
mid-season?
like when the trade, mid-season trades start to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might move off of Clay. If that does happen, where do you think Clay would be a good fit?
Oh man, the way he's shooting right now, man. I don't know because Clay he doesn't have good height either. He has like average height. I don't know where he would. Maybe Milwaukee.
Clay with Giannis? Really?
Yeah, over there with Giannis. Yeah, they need a scorer over there. I'm not saying he can.
They have Gary Trent, Jr. They have they already got Giannis, obviously, so I'm gonna leave him out. That's a given. Who else they have? Kevin Porter Jr. They have quite a few people over there who can score.
But what have they been complaining about? They don't have anybody scoring. I know they say they have some people who can score, but it doesn't matter if they're not scoring. But Clay he comes with the same problem though. My thing is
Yeah, I
that
mean, yeah. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'm the Bucks if I would go.
neither would I. I mean, see, Clay is missing, so I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't see him really almost anywhere. But somebody would pick him up, of course, but I wouldn't want him.
I think the best place, honestly, if he was going to, because I would say take him to the Lakers.
Really, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
I would because we know what Luka's going to give you. We know what LeBron's capable of, and we know AR. But outside of those three, like who else like can actually like get their own shot?
But but Clay is he's
Sorry,
yo
Marcus Smart. I forgot Marcus Smart is there now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But you're three people that you know for a fact, like who are experienced, who that you can trust, are AR, Braun, and Luca.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clay would fit in good there. Now he's not going to be a starter, I don't think, obviously, but I think he'll fit in good with that second unit because their bench is trash. The Lakers need a bench. They need more depth on that bench.
Yeah, but I just don't see myself paying any type of money like that for Clay. I'm sorry.
The Lakers need it, and they need some depth on that bench. They don't have enough.
Yeah,
The
but
West
see,
the West is stacked, and LeBron's he's a tad bit older. You know what I mean? You can't expect him to be giving you 25, 10, and 7 throughout the entire playoffs.
yeah, I'm hoping that. I mean, I look at guys like Paul George and and I'm just
He's
saying.
on
I look at the Sixers and
he's on the team
I'm just
already.
saying, huh?
Paul George, what? He's
No, but what I'm
you
saying
saying
is that
you saying Clay should go to the Sixers?
no, my point is guys like that. It's like they historically they could score, but now it's different. I don't see it. They're not the same. So when
No,
I see
Clay doesn't need to be the same like like how he was back in the day. But I think
them,
coming off the bench, he can give you some quality minutes. Enough so, with what they have.
yeah,
And
yeah, but
obviously, they have the money to do so.
Yeah,
I
most
really don't
definitely.
see him going anyplace else. Where I think he would fit in.
I know if his J just would fall, he'll be all right. Because his defense is a little questionable. Because I'm watching him.
Oh, he said, "Get that out of here. Get that shot out of here." I'm glad they kept Shamit.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been giving some good quality minutes off that bench too.
I like Sham. He's been a reliable some person coming off the bench, hit those
You should have got
threes.
some. You should have got some more minutes last season.
That's true. That's true.
What,
But
what do you think about Mike? What do you think about Mike Brown as the coach so far?
I mean,
Okay.
listen, I just think it's too early to tell right now. I'll say that.
So what do you like so far? I mean, we can't speak for the whole season, but the first
Oh, well,
like the first 16
this
games.
is what I this is what I see different on New York thus far. They just seem more. They have more fluidity. They seem like they're moving the ball better. They seem like they're moving around better than they were before. I'm talking about in the half court mode. Before, when it was just Brunson. It's like it seemed like they're more fluid. So that's the only thing that I really see that to me thus far.
But what do you like about what he's done so far, or what don't you like? Specifically with his coaching.
What don't I like?
What do you like, or what don't you like?
I don't. This is what I don't like. I don't like the fact that you don't get the most that you can out of Cat. Everybody let Cat skate. They pretty much let him. They'll be on him a few games. You have to put some offensive packages together for Cat and let him do what he has to do, because he's going to be the key to them winning going down the stretch. It's always going to be the middle going forward. I'm telling you, because when you look at OKC, you look at Denver, you look at Milwaukee. Just look at the teams that can make like a huge impact down a long stretch. They got big bodies in the middle, man, and Cat have to be able to do what he has to do in order for them to be successful.
Nice. I mean, Cat is 30. He's been playing for a very, very long time. I think Cat, he focuses, he wants to be the best, shooting big in the NBA. He likes to knock down his threes.
Yeah, but you just ask yourself though, what about Cat? It's like, well, why
You
when I
get
come
great
down?
production from Cat. I'm not gonna. I have no complaints about Cat. I do wish that he was more aggressive at times. But honestly speaking, like I think everybody looks at his size and they're like, okay, you should be this, you should be that, But really, like even his personality, like he's not a very like overly aggressive dude. Ant-Man is more aggressive than he is. He's a lot smaller. That's not who he is.
But I'm not looking for. Look, I understand we all have different temperaments. I understand that. Yeah. This is my thing. He has a skill set that Cat can dominate.
Yeah.
Cat has he has nice post move. He has long arms, and if he would just take his butt down low a little bit more, be down low on that wing, he would score more. And all they have to do is just run some easy they can run some triangle packages, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just run some triangle. I know them probably don't use a triangle, but
Josh Hart's in foul trouble. Come on now, 3 fouls already before halftime.
There you go. Bop.
Yeah, I think Dallas gonna win this game, y'all. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I'm here for it. So I'm talking about get your own rebound. Get your own rebound. Nobody did it for you. Go get your own rebound.
Yeah, look.
Get right in. Go right in there. You know that ain't going. That's fine. Take it. Here for the effort. See, I missed the shot, but I'm at the free throw line anyway. 2 points.
Double
2
knots,
points.
baby. Double knots. All right. Let's go in. Let me see here. Mm. Mm.
7 minutes, 6 points. About to be 7-7.
This is crazy. I don't know why.
Yeah. That's like what, like a point a minute, right? Papa, but you average it out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's a play out already? Dang. What's crazy is the Lakers wanted Clay, but he decided to go to Dallas, to play with Luca. And if he would have just went to to the Lakers, Luca would ended up there anyway. So he just went there.
Yeah.
He just went.
You just hear a loud damn coming from playoff. They took the golden boy.
Wow. Jalen be asking for it, for real. If you elbowed me like that, I would have popped you in your face.
Guy getting violent.
I'm here for the elbow and the switch, but that to me, that's come on. And you're at the free throw line and you don't elbow the crap out of me. Look at it. Got him like ugly, you missed it.
Ah, yeah, it's beautiful down there. Got so many family down in Dallas. Lord have mercy. I gotta go down there and see them. Supposed to be going in December. Jesus. There go Kate. There go Kate. There go Kate. That's my girl. Let's hear it for Kate. I got to give her a couple of horns. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark be doing the thing. Oh man. But it's gonna be an interesting year because a lot of teams, except for OKC, are like kind of on the same tier so far level. It's really everybody doing kind of the same thing. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it pans out going forward. Like who's going to step up, who's going to become more consistent. I do see Houston making a deep run.
I see a comment. What's up, Bruce?
Where is he at? Oh, you
Knicks
got
losing to Mavs is like Serena losing to me. Hello guys, how are you? Hey Bruce, how are you?
Bruce.
How you doing? I like this commercial.
Man, he has a special coming out.
Who do y'all have winning the cup this year?
This basketball
in season tournament. Who y'all have winning the NBA Cup?
You concerned with that? Oh well, yeah,
yes, legit thing. Who do you have win?
It has to be OKC. Who else is gonna win it? None of these bums.
They didn't win it last year, despite them having the best record. Milwaukee bum rushed them in that game. I was like, oh man. OKC couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do
See,
nothing in that game. I mean,
Chet got,
nothing.
but Chet got his big boy draws on right now. Chet playing like a dude now. I'm
That's the thing
happy
is,
with Chet.
it's not a series. When you get to that final game, it's just that one game. Like whoever when it takes all. So you just
Yeah,
gotta really be on for that one game. I love
yeah.
Jersey Mike's, y'all. They're showing this commercial right now. Jersey Mike's. I love Jersey Mike's. But yeah, I would definitely say OKC for sure. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
who will be in that game. I don't know who else. Right now, I can't. Like, who else are they playing? Right now, I see OKC. I don't know who else will be playing right now. If I had to think, who else? OKC versus I don't know.
We will. They say. Let me just go back over to my camera. Let me see.
Bruce said, "A cold is killing me. And the Warriors pissing me off." Besides that, I'm okay. I watched the game too. They had opportunity to win. They definitely did, but they lost.
Bruce, I have a cold too, bro. What's going on, man? What is going on? It is so annoying. It's right in between.
OKC is not guaranteed to win a championship. I'm just talking about the in-season tournament. As of right now, I think they do have the best chance of winning the in-season tournament. But winning it all, the thing is OKC, they're a really, really good team, and they're missing J-Dub. And they still got the best record without their Robin.
Man.
They're the most consistent too. And no matter who you bring off that bench, they give you production. And no matter who it is.
Man. See, I had picked the Cavs as one of my Big 8 teams, and you frowned upon that, Kai.
I like the Cavs. I like
Cavs are real good.
Yeah, they were last season too. And then they got to the playoffs, and Indiana was like,
I like them because, see, I like ballers, man. They just play ball. They ain't sissies, man. Some of these guys, they just be scared. I'm like, man, stop being scared. Just play ball. Hey, he jacking up threes.
Oh.
He could have got close and hit and kissed that joint off the glass. There you go, Cat. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta let folks know what you gonna do about it.
Nice.
Clay the Stallion.
Yeah, a tie game, y'all.
Brunson and Clay having a brick off.
There you go, Clay. Give me something.
Look at that defense. Look at that defense. Like, how could he not see? How could he not see him standing there? He gonna get his lackadaisical pass underhand like he's playing dodgeball.
Oh. Active hands.
Look, they didn't even think about Clay. That's what I'm talking about. Give him that body, baby. You see him give him that body? You see that, Kai?
Mm-hmm.
Kai, see, you know what? You be trying to play me. You know what I mean? You're supposed to.
No, I'm not.
You're supposed to be getting like equally hyped. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be riding.
Nah, you can screaming in my ear. You mad loud. But that's you though. That's you.
Let me turn the volume down so you won't.
No, I'm talking about no. You like there you go. I'm like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Now she's so fragile. Oh my god. Come on.
No, not fragile. I'm letting you be you.
I love a baller. Look at Brunson. Give it up. Come on, boy. Come on. Putting it right in your booty. Whap. What you want? What you want? He want all the smoke. Those who are on my line, let me hear the word building. Sorry. That's what the NBA is missing, man. They're missing plays like that, man. And if you want to win, you gotta get dirty. You can't just be a little pansy sitting on the sideline, letting people hit you, and and you fall. And come on, man, play ball. Shooting 3-pointers every 5 seconds. Go to the basket. Get that and one. Get your 3-pointer that way. It is so lazy to teach players to shoot threes all the time. It's so lazy. You shoot the three. If the higher percentage shot is available, you take the higher percentage shot. The only person who can beat that odd is Steph Curry right now. Him and Kyrie Irving. Who else in the league can shoot them threes like water? But sometimes you gotta. That's why some of these teams they lose. They got a bunch of gadget guys, a bunch of gadget forwards, and a lot of these gadget forwards, they are all I can handle the ball and I can break it down and I can do a step back three pop. But it's like, yo, can you get to the well? Can you get to the well and finish with your opposite hand? Can you go down low and pump fake and get hit and come back in and do your thing? A lot of them guys can't do that. And that's what the problem is. So when we're looking at a lot of teams losing, they lose because they solve. And they fail to use their skill sets. Because I'm telling you, they got the skills. That's why what's the new boy, VJ? VJ is a beast. I love him. He go here, take it right to the rim. Like, oh, okay. I'm going to go over you. I'm going to go around you. I'm going to do what I have to do. But some of these guys, everything is a three. They step back and then looking at the court after they shoot. Come on, man. You know you miss. Get your behind down the court and play defense. Get out of here. See what I mean, Kaka?
You kind of went on the whole rant right there. I was like, let him go on.
It's like, wait, you know what you do? You just put all my stuff in like a little. You have like a sheet of like this paper like this. What it's called, parch paper, whatever paper they for kids. And you just draw little blocks, right? And you compartmentalize everything I do. It's supposed to be my buddy, man. It's supposed to be my home. It's supposed to be my ace.
BRB, be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, I want y'all to know. Get some good, if y'all can see this, but I can't see it. Good peppermint, man. My throat hurt, so peppermint actually makes it burns like crap, but makes my throat feel better. I'm giving a home remedies. Look at VJ. Look at VJ. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you go to the well. Oh, the Raptors beat the Sixers? Oh, my God. I wonder how much I got to look up what Joel Embiid had. Yeah, I got to check that out. Yeah, we got some good stuff for y'all at halftime, man. Some good we're gonna be talking about a couple things at halftime. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of things that happened with Pat Beverly. We're gonna be talking about some Jaylen Brown, and and some Shador and Stefanski. So so y'all buckle up, because y'all know me. I stay locked and loaded. I love just telling the truth about things, man. Just get it out the way. You can play with it. A lot of people like to play games with it. Like, don't play games with it. Just go in and nip it in the bud. Yeah, but it's halftime. I'm gonna wait for Kai to get back. When she get back, so I can talk about these things, because it's just a lot going on in the entertainment world, and it seems like it's just not letting up. It seems like things happen every 5 minutes, especially when it comes to the NBA, players and different things that happen with them. And but I want to definitely talk about Stefanski, how some things that they did to Shador. A lot of people think it's just that, like, all this is just happenstance, and it's just but to me it's not. It's one of those things where, man, I cannot find Stefanski, but I still got Pat Bev. But I had a sound clip from Stefanski, some things he said, but I don't see it on here right now. Let's wait for Kai to get back. When she get back, I'm going to definitely delve into that. Well, you know what? Because it's just it's wild. But after this game, so right now, as for this game, let's just see the scores. All right, so let me just pull this up. See what we're dealing with in here, man. These players, man, they just be. Let me see what the Clarkson got. Let me see. Woo! Clarkson got 7. Hart got 4. Brian got 3. Come on, man. What is this? What is this? That's horrible. When you look at some of these scores. Let's look at Towns. Towns got 5 points. 5, and that's what I mean. Carl Anthony Towns has 5 points. 5 points. Mikal Bridges have 11. Brunson has 15. Shooting 6 for 14, so he has a low percentage shooting night, but nevertheless, you expect that because he's just coming back. Shamet only took 3 shots. Why is that? Bridges with his 11, he shot 5 for 7, which is great. So I'm just really baffled. And see, that's when people talk about when Kai had asked me basically, oh, well, what do I think about Mike Brown? I think about what Mike Brown is doing with the New York Knicks. Dude, you cannot have a Karl Anthony Towns who's big and can hit your post or hit wing shots, man. Karl can shoot from 10, 15 feet from the side, from the middle. He can shoot floaters. It's like, why aren't you using him? Why aren't you just running simple give and goes? Why aren't you just doing a simple just simple pick so he can just come off and just pop his J, or just give him something where he have his back to the basket, he can just drive. You're not giving him any options. And so when I look at Mike Brown, and people say, well, what do you think about him? What I think about him, you ain't doing nothing. So even though I see them, they look a little bit more loose, like they spread the ball around, but it's not effective to me because everyone need a main scorer. Everyone needs a main scorer. And a lot of people say, well, it's Brunson. But when you're playing certain guys, you need to let that big guy go down low and get those guys in foul trouble. That's a lost art that people don't want to take advantage of. They don't utilize that. Just go down low and get those guys in foul trouble. And it's kind of like you know, to me it's silly, but that's what they do. But nevertheless, here we are. Let me see. Let me see. Which way did these? I think it's 1046. Last one you put up there. I'm sorry, Kai. You came. Oh, you back? Kai, I didn't know you were back. Why didn't you say anything?
I just came back on. I just came back on a second ago, and I was reading Bruce's comment.
I can't
saw
hear
his comment
you.
earlier though. What happened? What happened?
It's moving, but why can't I hear you?
Bruce, can you hear me?
Yeah, I see
your
your meter is moving, but I can't hear you. Wow.
I'm curious though, Bruce, if you can hear me, put in the chat.
That's so odd.
Yeah, my mic is working.
It's like it's real low. Turn your volume up.
It's the same as it's been. I haven't touched any buttons.
Strange. You know what? I'll go out and come back. Let me see. Let me remove myself. Hold up. Maybe it's me.
Okay. Yeah, Bruce. I don't think Thunder are peaking too. I mean, you gotta remember this is what they did pretty much last season too, and they won the chip. I mean, I think they're just a really, really good team. I don't think they're peaking too early though. I mean, even without somebody like other day, I forgot like J Dub wasn't playing, Wiggs wasn't playing, Lou Dort wasn't playing, and they still won that game like hands down, like easy, like 20 plus point differential. So like I said, they're really, really well coached. I'm not worried about them at all, honestly speaking. They've been the most consistent the past few years.
Mm-hmm. Man, oh man. Me said Thunder speaker peaking too early.
What did you want to show? What did you want to show, Pat Bev?
Oh yeah. Here we go, Pat Bev. I'm sorry. That slipped my mind that fast. Lord. Okay. Everybody need a couch. Okay, here go Pat Bev. Here we go. We're going to read this.
NBA news, Patrick Beverley was arrested in Houston, Texas for assault of a family member, which is a third-degree felony. The report says that Patrick Beverley was called home after his 15-year-old sister snuck out to see her boyfriend. He allegedly grabbed her by the neck with both hands, lifted her off the ground, squeezed her for 20 to 30 seconds until she couldn't breathe, and carried her out while still choking her, slammed her into the walls, later on the couch, stood over her, and then punched her in the face on her left. He also allegedly told her that he would be the family member that kills her. Deputies noted visible neck marks and burst of blood vessels in the whites of her eyes consistent with strangulation.
And that's
can you remove the comment?
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right. Yeah. So what did you think about? No, go ahead.
That's actually pretty crazy.
What do you say?
That's actually pretty crazy and extremely excessive.
Yeah.
I mean, I try not to believe like I give anybody like grace of like trying like to actually before I actually give an opinion of actually hearing more about a story. Now they said they saw some marks on her neck, so obviously something happened. That just seems really, really excessive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'm gonna reserve my opinion until some more details come out. Because right now I feel like something's missing. It seems like something's missing from that story.
It does. It seemed like it's a gap because the person who called the cops allegedly was the man that was in the house with the young lady. He's the one who called the cops, and the fact that her eye had busted blood vessels is it sometimes comes from either strangulation or from a sharp punch, to the eye. We all know that. But I never seen Pat Bev on court like that. But I don't know Pat Bev, and
you never know behind closed doors who people are.
Yeah, of course. I'm just surmising, based on everything that we're hearing. And so when I hear stuff like that, I do back up, because people, they paint with a broad brush when it comes to African Americans. We all know that. But man, for the fact that his niece put that out there, I'm sorry, his sister put that out there, and it doesn't look good. That's all I can say. It doesn't look good. So I'm just hoping for the best. Now, Acho had a lot to say about Pat Bev, and I know that Acho doesn't like Pat Bev. A lot of guys don't like Pat Bev. They call him a wannabe tough guy and everything. Pat Bev, to me, he's one of those players who he's gonna find how to get paid, and plus, he does what he does. I have no problem with him as a player. It's just that people think that he's the king of dirty and all that. And I'm about to be like, well, I seen worse. Go ahead.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, some things that he's done, like pushing CP3 in the back, when his back is turned, I'm paying attention. Like I don't like stuff like that. Look, if you're gonna hit me, like don't wait till my back is turned to do it. Like if you're gonna punch me, push me, like do it when I'm looking, like when I'm in your face. You know what I mean? Don't do no sneaky shit. But as it pertains to this situation, I don't know, something just feels like it's missing, something just feels off.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm hopefully more information will come out. Just because people say things, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. I don't know what happened for him to react like that. Like I haven't heard of him abusing women in the past. Maybe I missed something, but I haven't heard. Who he is on the court is one thing, but I haven't heard anything about him doing that with women. Off the court. So I really don't know. But what did Acho say?
Well, Acho said that well, no, I'm playing that clip. They've been shut down my my site. But the thing about Acho, what he was saying basically was he think that Pat Bev is he's a chump. He attacked women, as he should be ashamed of himself. And he never liked him while he played. He thought that he was excessive while he played, and he really wasn't a great player. So a lot of things that the Acho was throwing in there was kind of like, I can hear the fact that like, dude, you just don't like that Negro. That's all that really is. You just don't like him. But what get me with Acho, he want to say all that about Pat Bev, but it's like, come on, dude, your career was lukewarm too. You know what I mean? But Pat had a better.
I mean, Pat Bev was in the NBA for over 12 years. Acho was a backup player for a couple, if we're being completely honest. So we can't compare the careers.
Thank you. So I
like Acho.
Yeah. Well.
One thing I do notice about Acho that I think Acho sometimes says things that because he knows that it's gonna get clicks and likes and views. I don't think he believes everything that he says. I think he said something so that people are gonna, tweet, go crazy and obviously get the likes and the views and and things up. I don't think everything that comes out of his mouth he actually believes, honestly.
Yeah, but do you think that by him saying certain things though, it's to me it caused more. Even though like it's like this, I don't have time to decipher your intentions. Say what you mean to me, what you say, So when you put something out there, if you say I'm a dirty player or this or that about me, then I'm gonna have to take it. I'm gonna have to take it exactly how you gave it. I'm not gonna sit there and go, you know what, Acho was real nice to me when I seen him in the mall the other day. I know his wife, so I know he really didn't mean that. I don't have time to decipher things like that. No, if you say it, that's what you mean. And unfortunately, And he knows that because he's the king of, he's the what you call that, the guy who's supposed to be bringing peace between, the cultures. But but I don't like what he said. But I'm with you. I do reserve some stuff until more information comes out about Pat Bev. It's not cool.
I
to
think we
handle
have
it.
to realize nowadays, like, we're in a space where people, Acho is a media personality, like he wants to be, you know, the next Stephen A. Smith, so to speak,
Hmm.
so he's going to, whether or not, I mean, like, you're not the kind of person that, like, you like say what you mean what you say. But when it comes to media nowadays, there's not a lot of journalistic integrity. People
Yeah,
say
definitely.
things more so because they know it's gonna, trend. It's gonna pick up, life is gonna get retweets, and reposts and things of that nature. Like the days are gone. People like were just honest, and said how they feel. Like those days are gone, And sometimes when I listen to Asho, because Asho is extremely intelligent, like I mean, he's written books, like even before I saw him in sports, like I saw him on The Bachelor, like he was hosting one of the
Seasons of The Bachelor.
live finale after the rose episodes where I first like saw who he was before I even knew he was in sports. And I was like,
Hmm.
oh, he's very, I could tell like he's very articulate, well
Yeah.
spoken, he's educated, So for me, when you get on there and you say certain things, I'm like, okay, you know what you're doing. Like this is strategic, like, and I can see past it. Like with Stephen A, I like Stephen A as well. Some things I don't agree with, but sometimes I'm like, okay, Stephen A said that because he wanted to stir the pot a little bit. He wanted to stir some controversy,
Yeah,
and that's where
you got
that's
to.
where it's at.
Yeah, that's part of the nature of the business. But sometimes I just think that some things are too
What's up,
damaging.
DJ? hmm
Yeah,
Well, I mean that first off, what Pat Bear, like DJ said, I'm not gonna say he's crazy, but that allegation is crazy.
oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
there's no way there's no way to spin that in a positive. I'm just going to reserve to judge to my opinion until more information comes out. But most people, and what I don't like is even in our own culture, like something negative comes out and we automatically believe it. We don't wait to hear. We're no different, than the court system sometimes.
Oh
As soon
yeah,
as you see something, you hear something like, oh, it's true.
yeah.
I knew he was dirty. I knew he was a liar, cheater. I knew he was abusive. I'm like, y'all, like just because something came, like wait till you like hear all the facts first. You know what I mean? Like before we just, we cancel everybody, and
Hmm.
things of that nature. But we don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I'm not going to do that to Pat Bev. I think more.
I don't do it to any man. Honestly nowadays I feel like when it comes to men, like
Yeah,
it's so easy nowadays for men to be accused of something before
definitely.
we even know any facts behind it. Next thing you know, people's careers or lives are ruined. So when it comes to any situation, I'm like, let me hear everything first.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I appreciate you even saying that because a lot of people don't carry those sentiments. You know what I mean? They have a bad encounter with one person and it becomes all people,
Yeah.
and that can't be.
When you're
You know.
scarred, like until you heal, like you see everybody through that same lens. You know what I mean? You get
Yeah.
hurt by one guy who's I don't know who's one man or a man gets hurt by a woman. Every time he
Hmm.
sees a woman, he's like he sees every woman in her. Like oh I know you were lying because this is like that or that's like it's like what are you talking about? Like you didn't answer the phone when I called. No, I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Like on my ex, she would say she was sleeping, but she was talking to somebody else. I'm not your ex. You know what I mean? Like so, it's
Yeah.
until I feel like you do the work and you heal like in any capacity, be it relationships or, things that happen at work, you tend to see people through that same lens because
All the time.
you just think, yeah, But in terms of
Yeah.
Pat, I think it's also a bad look because, earlier, a few months ago, he had his back and forth with Trey Young. And then before that, he had his issues with Brandon Jennings. And they were going back and forth. And then most recently, everybody was mad at him. It wasn't him that made the comments about Meg, although it was on his podcast. So, of course, he's in a conversation
Yeah.
by association because he's sitting there, you know.
Exactly.
So all those things, all those things just like kind of like a domino effect. And then he gets arrested. It's like, see, like he was out talking about, Clay and Meg and so on and so forth. And he is
No, it's
putting hands
karma
on
now, right?
women.
It's
And
karma.
he been putting
It's
his hands on women, like so. And plus his reputation, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like dirty player, he's a dirty man, like I could see him
Yeah.
doing that. Look what he did to CP3. Look at how he treated people on the court. Like so.
Yeah, and it's sad that we're like that. We see that through a lot of things with women. They do it with Angel. She models some clothes, and the next thing you know, oh, she's sleeping with a lot of men. I said that girl had one boyfriend throughout of college. What are you talking about? College, she had one boyfriend. What are you talking about?
It's always the optics though, and whether that's good or bad, optics are always going to be what people judge you on. You
Yeah,
dress a
but I
certain
can't
way,
call
you
you.
speak a
But God,
certain way.
I can't
But I'm
call
talking, I'm
you
talking
off.
about the way of the world, the way of the
Yeah,
world. When you dress a certain way, they're gonna, if you're just promiscuous, I'm not talking about Angel, I'm talking about in general for women.
yeah,
As a woman,
okay,
if you dress a certain way, like they're gonna see you a certain way. If I was here on this, if you met me on TikTok and me and you here doing these episodes, and
mm,
I have my chest out, like I'm, like doing kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm
mm-hmm,
different kind of energy. They're gonna be like, oh, what's going on with this girl? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with her?
mm-hmm,
If I push up bra and boobs out and all these different things, the people are going to tune in to look at it, of course, but they're going to have their thoughts about me at the same time, based on how I present myself, So optics are a very real thing, whether it's good or bad. You know, you go into a job interview, you're gonna dress a certain way, you're gonna be professional, right? You're gonna present yourself in a certain way. You're not
yeah,
gonna go there, in your crop top, and you get small biker shorts.
definitely. No, but you're right though. But that's how you. I mean, even you and I, meeting on TikTok, but that's how you always. You're a very sober person. Like you're kind of like a sober minded person. You know what I mean? You know, it's like cars come with a fun regulator. It's like
I hope he didn't. Honestly, DJ, I hope he didn't do. You gotta put the score back up. It's
okay,
61-59 right now, y'all. I hope he didn't do it either. Like I said, I feel like something's missing from this story. I don't know all the details, and until it comes out, I'm gonna
yeah.
reserve my judgment until later. So to be continued for me.
Dang,
He might have a history of being a dirty basketball player, but I haven't heard from having a history of abusing women.
especially sisters.
So
Wow, I can't remember when I even seen Pat Bev with a girl.
he's engaged. I think his fiance is she Albanian? She's something. They've been together.
All
They've been
right,
together for years. They've been together for years though. And I think Pat
okay,
Bev got quite a few kids too.
all right.
She's Albanian, Pakistani, something. I forgot exactly something. Y'all, forgive me.
Somewhere down in the
Israeli. It'll come back to me, y'all. They've been together for a few years though. They've been together for a little while. Oh, I see
yeah.
you with that block shot, Derek. I see you with that block shot, Derek.
Yeah, let these boys crawl back into this game.
Yep.
They
Anybody's
must,
game right now. For me, because I'm more concerned for New York,
uh-huh.
because look at that, look at that. Um, because right now they're playing these are their starters. This is like their core that's on the court right now for New York.
Yeah,
Dallas is missing, their core players right now. This game shouldn't be this close to me.
yeah. I do want to. I want to place the thing. I can't find it, but I can play. I can play the audio of it. I want to. I want to
Clay
get what's.
Thompson, give me three. Ooh, on net,
That's
on net.
it.
Come on, Clay. Come on, Clay. I see you. I see you, Clay.
YouTube, not YouTube. I got the
3 out
damn.
of 6, 11 points, y'all. You got about 6 minutes left in this game, in third quarter, excuse me. Jalen Brunson hit him with that floater. All right. Swing it. PJ. Uh-oh. Come on,
Look
PJ. That
at
was a
Cat.
bad pass.
Come
Come
on,
on, that was a
Cat.
bad pass.
Come on, Cat. It was your own man behind you. What are you doing? You keep trying to fall like you're trying to get a foul. Just go straight up. He ain't hit you like that, man. Stop being a girl.
I like Yabusele on this team. I think his personality and the way he plays fits well with this team, with the Knicks.
Yeah. There you go. Friday, baby. That game gonna be a woo. KD gonna have 40.
All right, 65, 66, 64.
All right. All right, so 60. Woo! New York done took over 67, 64.
3-point game.
Hey. Clay this. Whew. Woo! You talking about who you gonna what team you gonna go to? They're gonna trade Clay to the Globetrotters.
Clay can still shoot now, so
No, I know he can shoot, but it's like you're
that
trying
was
to find
that was a bad shot. His rhythm is off.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I think him being off has a lot to do with his emotions. I think he's a very emotional guy. And I
He
think
wears
that,
his heart in his sleeve.
yeah, I think he just, little grumpy dude. I'm like, dude, you have to learn how to.
He's too
put
hard
that
on himself.
Yeah, look, talk that trash, man.
Ooh, look at Jalen. One thing about Clay, like he's really hard on himself. Like if he's out there, he's missing shots. It's gonna show all over his face and his body language.
Yeah, definitely.
When he's not playing up to the level that he's used to playing. I think also, I'm not an NBA player, obviously, but this is just what I'm thinking. For someone that was, a former splash brother, someone, arguably, the top 10 shooters in the league of all time,
Yep.
having those serious injuries that he had and then coming back, win the chip again, and then you want to retire in Golden State. Now you're here, you went there for Luka, a chance to play with Luka, Kyrie, and everything. And Luka leaves. I just really feel like for Clay, I think you also have to know, like, okay, I'm getting older. My production's not what it once was. My role is different also. I'm used to being a starter, and now, I came here and last year he had a bigger role. This year, his role was even smaller, with the team. So I think all those things in the back of his mind, like, man, I'm getting older. I'm not playing the same. I'm not the player I once was. And I feel like it's hard to accept that thing. I think for any professional player, once you reach a certain age, you've been playing for so long, and you realize that your production is going down. I think mentally it's really hard to accept that I'm not going to be the person that I once was, the player that I once was.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Shoot, let me tell you something. You think that's something? Try getting older. You'd be like, yo, you find out real fast.
DJ said that he never got the big payday.
Who? Clay?
Yeah.
Well, he got paid though. He didn't get that what they call a max. They didn't give him a super max, right? And see, who's going to give Clay a super max when he playing like that? I mean, I wouldn't do that. And
the Lakers wanted to give him, I think, $80 million, but he decided to go, to Dallas.
They're like, yo, if you know we know, you better come on. Yeah, man. So, but I have let me just see something real fast. Let me see. Oh, come on, pick it up. Let me see if my audio being picked up. Nope. I'm trying to pick my audio up real fast. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. I want to play Stefanski's comment on Shador.
Are we going NFL and NBA? Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a current event. I mean, the only thing outside of that was happening was LeBron came back, so you know,
Okay,
just want
can
to
you take DJ's comment off?
most definitely. Yeah,
Also with shooters, they got to get their rhythm though. It's kind of hard for Clay to get his rhythm when you put him in for like a minute or two, take him back out, put him back in. Like shooters they got to get their rhythm.
yeah. I want to know what's wrong with Coop.
I believe they said he's sick.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Steph was sick a week and a half ago as well. He was out for a few games.
Yeah,
It's that time of year. It's flu season.
definitely. I see. Oh, that rain start coming down.
Josh Hart. Ooh. I like Josh Hart. You're never gonna question that young man's his effort. 5 of 26 from the 3-point line and 11. Ooh,
Kai, do you think you'll make a good assistant coach on the NBA team?
of course. Oh. Oh, okay. Good for him for saving that possession now. Mitchell Robinson, well, he was exhausted.
Kai, I'll be right back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Josh Hart to Jalen. It's good to see Jalen back out there. I completely forgot, y'all. I don't know how I completely forgot that Jalen was a former Dallas Maverick. That's wild. I'm just now realizing that. Where have I been? I forgot he was in Dallas. Yeah. It's crazy when you think about how Jalen Brunson, like how he ascended once he went to New York. They got rid of him. Then they got rid of Luca. Look at how Luca's always gonna be Luca, right? Luca's extremely talented. His thing is obviously staying conditioned, playing defense, and so on and so forth. But that I think right now he's averaging what 30 plus points, 30 points, 27 somewhere in there, 9 assists. Like his production is crazy. It's just when it gets to the playoffs, like is Luca gonna do more? When I say more, I mean play some defense. Daniel Gafford, nope, missed it. Oh, Josh Hart. Fight for the rebound. Okay, this is. Oop, nope, missed it. Mitchell Robinson got the rebound this time. Ooh, rebound. What? Daniel Gafford's like, come on now, really? How was that a foul? He's like, how was that a foul? Replay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. That contact's gonna do it every single time. Every single time. Josh Hart makes the first free throw. Doo-doo. Andrew said, Mavericks build the Knicks and the Lakers. Yeah, you're right. That's a good way to look at it. I don't know. Honestly speaking, though, y'all, I've been saying this. Like if this was ever an opportunity for the Knicks to get to the NBA Finals, they gotta get it. They gotta get there this year. You got somebody. The East is so wide open right now. You know, the Hawks. To me, the Hawks look. That's we got to have an honest conversation because the Hawks have been looking better without Ice Trey in that lineup. And I love Trey Young because I think he's so talented, especially for him to be so small. You know, like oh, that boy can shoot. You know, and he can. You know, his assists are crazy too. You know, like but they're looking a little bit better. I think because they can play. You know, their defense is better. You know, because obviously you know he's not a defensive player, but we gotta talk about it. We gotta have a conversation about it. We have to. Andrew said, "Yeah, Trey is gone." He said, "Yeah, Trey is gone."
Hmm.
You know, it's just now. I would when it comes to the playoffs, I think you'd rather have him than not have him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you in all fairness, you have had him before, and it hasn't really gotten you to the playoffs. You know, like you kind of get around that play in, you know, kind of area. You know, you kind of get close, but not really crossing that finish line. But they also have some new pieces there, you know, to kill Alexander Walker, you know, so they you know there's a lot that's going on. But defensively, they've been able to do some different things without him there.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen. Andrew, if you said you think Trey is gone, so where do you think Trey would fit in? If the land decides to move on from him, where do you think he should go?
Where would he end up? I think a lot of people would want Trey though.
The
I think
Nets,
he had.
Nets both the Celtics. Where do y'all think Trey Young should go? If the Atlanta Hawks decide to trade him, they said, you know what? We look pretty good without Trey in this lineup. Maybe we can
Mm-hmm.
move away from him. Where do y'all think he should go?
See,
I say Milwaukee.
girl, say I was about to say that. I said the same place that I was going to trade Clay to. You got to go to Milwaukee. Because Milwaukee desperately needs some guaranteed scoring.
Even
Now,
without the
don't
scoring, also his ability to you know, to create plays for the plays around him as well. You know, that he was averaging like what? How many assists last season? I mean, there were games that he had like 20 assists
you're gonna
and like
you're gonna
20 and like
take
20 points.
trade to Dallas and get rid of Kyrie because that's the only thing. That's the only sense that's going to make money wise because that's the only person that's going to go. So you feel like
Yeah,
Kyrie should go?
I wouldn't send him to Dallas, but I definitely would. I would consider I would Milwaukee for sure. Yeah, they have enough defensive players there. They have enough size. You know what I mean? So you got Giannis. I think that'll be a nice addition for them.
Yeah.
Plus he's young. A lot of that core is young now. Giannis is kind of in between. He's not like the youngest guy on the team anymore, but he's not the oldest either.
He's 30 now, right?
29, you ready to turn 30? Somewhere in there. 28,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
You know his brother got a both his brothers on this team, right?
Yeah, I believe they are now, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like Trey, you know, like I think Trey would be a really nice addition in Milwaukee.
Yeah. It would look nice. It really would look nice.
I think it would fit too. Like a glove. Not an
Yeah, it
OJ
would.
Simpson glove, but a glove.
Y'all better leave OJ alone. Y'all know he ain't do nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he said, oh, he's 30. Yeah, Giannis 30. Yeah, I thought they was talking about him the other day. And I said he was like 30.
Yo, Derek Lively is rolling on the floor with this ball. I'm not mad at it. I love when players hustle for it. Oh, now, D-Lo, why would you put that up? Come on, D-Lo, you know better. Give me 3. Nope, not even close.
That's what I'm saying. See how the young man just go to the well. No more these fairy tale guys.
I like Hardy. I liked him last season too. I'm glad he's getting more playing time.
Gotta be tough as nails, man.
I don't like how he came down though. That could have been. Ooh, y'all, hold on, I forgot. Y'all, so y'all
What?
know right now. What do y'all think about this? Right? What do you think about this? Just hear me out. So, do you think instead of the Bucks, right? I'm just talking about Trey Young going to the Bucks. How
Mm-hmm.
about the Hawks making a trade and getting John Morant to Atlanta? Because we know Ja's now. Whatever's going on in Memphis, Ja is done. Like I'm
Oh
telling y'all
yeah,
right now, that
yeah.
that relationship is done. Like
It's severed.
it's
Yeah, it is.
finito. Yeah. Like it's not going past this season. Now the question is, will they wait to the off season or will they make like an in season trade? But I could see Trey Young for John Morant. I like it.
Trey.
I like it. That could work as well.
Yeah,
Memphis is a
that.
young team. I do think that if Trey went to Milwaukee, is like a better chance of winning the championship sooner than
Mm-hmm.
in Memphis because I like the Memphis coach. I like him when they announced him last year anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there, But I do feel like he could also fit there. In Memphis, Trey Young, Jan Jackson Jr.
Yeah. Ja Dre, Kaminga, AD, Clay, Zion, all
Nobody's taking AD.
all of these
He's not.
guys
He
on
don't
the
stay
move.
healthy, and I wouldn't touch Zion at all. Zion, I don't know what Zion. Zion is a waste. I wouldn't touch him. You can keep him.
Yeah. Olympic Zion. He came back and man, it's same thing, more the same thing, right?
Like seven seasons, not one playoff appearance. I'm not touching him. I'm good. I think I'm not paying any more money in hopes of what you can be. Like we should have seen something by now, and we,
Yeah.
we
No.
haven't seen it. So that's a no for
You,
me.
you know what get me with Zion? There, he'll go in and dunk the ball. Everybody be like, "Woo!" I be like, "Really?" I was like, "You know how many people can dunk a ball?" Man,
I mean, it
please.
just it looks good when he does it. I will say that, but
Who
he's not
cares?
he's not consistent. Like you know what his potential can be, but he don't take it serious enough.
Roy Henson, Dominique Wilkins could dunk the ball. David Thompson, where the chips at? Where are the appearances at? You know what I mean? Nowhere to be found. You know. So I know I'm dating you, Kyle, when I say that. But I'm just looking at.
Rory, how are you? Where have you been? I'm so glad you're doing good. Hey, Connor, please tell me your new favorite team is my Pistons. Let's fucking go. I like the Pistons last season, honestly. And when they made a lot of trades this offseason, they got rid of Dennis, and then obviously we know what happened with Beasley. I was like, I think they're doing too much too soon. Like, I like what they were building, but they haven't had a drop off. They really haven't. So this again, same thing I'm saying about the Knicks, Rory. It goes for the Pistons. This is a great season, especially with East being wide open for the
Mhm.
Pistons to really make some noise. They were kind of close last year, but the Knicks took them out. So they're well coached. They're gritty on that side. Detroit they're a gritty team. Like they're gonna hustle, they're gonna get in your face, you know. So I expect good things for them. I'm really hoping that, somebody takes advantage. If it's not gonna be the Knicks, it better be a Pistons. This is the year. East is wide open. This is the year to take advantage.
Yeah, the East is going to be odd because, um, like New York has set themselves far apart from people a little bit. If once again, Cat and what's the other boy name? Oh, I never pronounced his last name right. The African brother, Omadawa. How you pronounce his last name? Oh God. Oh God.
My Warriors need help. Hold on. All right, Andrew. So yes, we here, okay? Because I'm a Warriors fan. I really feel like right now tonight, like I mean, I don't know if you watched the game earlier, but Steve Kerr, like he sat the main players down. He sat down Jimmy, Steph, Draymond. They played last night. Al Horford. Right now, I'm seeing the same thing pretty much that Steve Kerr did last season, when the beginning of the season, where he let pretty much everybody play or get playing time, and then as the season went on, he kind of cut down, like the rotation. But I like the pieces that they have. I just wish I saw more consistency. Kaminga's hurt, but Kaminga can still work on his game in the off season. He's getting more playing time, which is what he wanted. He got paid. He got the contract that he wanted as well. So I wouldn't move off of Kaminga, but I do feel like they got to find some more consistency. They got to figure out how to close games because Steph is not always going to give you 45 points. You know, Steph is giving you everything and then some. I think last night Steph had 36, 37. I think Jimmy had 31. And they could not get past on the Magic team that did not have Paolo Banchero. And I was like, this is unacceptable. Paolo is on the bench. You got to take advantage of that. But they have a lot of size, in Orlando. So
The thing I think about the Warriors, and I hate to play with stuff. If they don't do anything blockbuster, they're not going anywhere. And that's just a sad reality of
you
it all.
don't need blockbuster trades anymore now. When you think about the teams that are successful who are making a run for it, you think about the Pacers, think about OKC, like they didn't make any blockbuster trades. They don't have a team full of superstars,
But they need it. But they need a main guy, though, Kai. They need.
The Warriors' main guy is Steph, so they do have a main guy.
No, but they need somebody with Steph. They really do.
They have Jimmy there.
Huh?
They have Jimmy there.
Okay, but they still miniature. So that's why I don't see them really making that move like that. If they have to do something blockbuster major in order for it to work. Yes, they do. And now, what would be blockbuster major? Like to me, if I know this is, this wishful thinking. If Joel Embiid can be healthy through the playoffs, and you give up a couple players to get him and put him in there, that's blockbuster. That's a difference maker. Outside of that, the Warriors are going to be in the same place where they were because they cannot match against OKC. They cannot match against who you call it, Denver. They're not going to match.
They match well against OKC. I think y'all are forgetting 3 out of the 4 times they met last season. They beat OKC, and that's before they even got Jimmy in that lineup. That small lineup that the Warriors have gives OKC. I'm not going to say problems, but it's not as as easy. But to me, the Warriors are inconsistent. That's their biggest thing. Like they have a lot of people on that bench, a lot of talent. They have a lot of young athletic players on that team on the bench, and they don't get a chance to play. Sometimes they play, sometimes they don't.
Look,
you talking about marketing. They tried to get him. Jazz didn't want to give him up.
It's not much.
They're not letting him go nowhere. Yeah, no, I saw it. They're not going to give up. Jazz not giving up marketing. Like that's like their best player. I mean, he's averaging 25 points, 10 rebounds, somewhere in the 9 rebounds. Like he'll be a great addition if you're gonna do something like that. But you're giving up, you know what I mean? What are you giving in return?
Yeah, I just don't see them going anywhere. See, if you ever notice, the Warriors have to do it has to be Herculean type efforts for them to win a series. It has to be something that's like so far out where it's like almost something that you can't recover from, like either mentally or physically in the series. That's what I see when I look at them. So I don't think that they're going to really make a difference. And I love Steph. I would love to see Steph go back to it, go back to another chip. But I just don't believe it. He said, not even for Kuminga.
Not for Kuminga? What you mean, Andrew? What not for Kuminga?
Yeah, every time you see them beat, here we go. Here coming. Laurie for Kuminga. You hear, Kai?
The Jazz they're not trading him. The Jazz they wanted him. They tried to get him this offseason. Jazz said no.
Man, you talking about that redhead boy? I wouldn't trade him for Kuminga.
They wanted more than Kuminga, and yeah. I'm not gonna give him my whole entire bench and my future for one player because it's still a team sport. I get what you're saying though. In terms of like winning now while Steph is still playing and everything. But the Jazz that's like their best player. They're not letting go of that young man.
And
I get it.
say to yourself, like, what, like, why would I want Kuminga? Like, what would he add him into my? To me, he's a good player.
Kuminga has a really, really high ceiling. He's extremely athletic. He's talented. He's young, which is even better. Like he's like what, 23,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like so. You know,
Yeah,
health
baby.
wise, that's the thing. You know, because Kuminga, you know, sometimes he's healthy, he's not. You know, but that's the biggest question mark for me. But his youth, his natural God given talent, I can see that he worked in his game in the off season. You know, he's definitely someone I would keep on my team for the future. You know, and building my roster if I could.
Yeah, but what score? 93-90. Dallas is ahead. Yeah.
And Utah has a lot of nice young pieces now, especially after the draft. You know, you got
Mhm.
Walter Clayton over there, Walter Clayton Jr. Was it Ace Bailey? You know, so you got a lot of nice young pieces over there. I think Utah is going to be a lot better in the future. You got to give them some time. Everybody over there is really, really young. They're getting their feet wet.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same teams, but I know you. Oh God, I know you think I sound crazy, but I still say when Kyrie get back, it's on. It's going to be on and pop it.
Well, it depends on where they are when Kyrie gets back.
Look,
if they're too far
Kyrie,
behind, for him to come back and just expect
it's
them to
early in the
go on
season.
this,
It's
I
early in
know
the
that.
season.
I just said that, but their record is not looking good right now. They're 4-11. You know, so if
Yeah.
they get too far behind, and he's supposed to come back around All Star or after All Star potentially, which is at February. You know, like we still got quite a few games between now and February. So let's
Yeah.
if their record this doesn't really improve, like you know, like they don't start winning more than they're losing. Like it doesn't matter if he comes back, you know, with Kyrie full throttle or not. They're gonna be too far behind to keep up, to catch up. Excuse me.
Yeah, I see how I see it. I see Kyrie. I see these guys playing, getting better, finding their feet because they're like Jason. He's trying to find people to put together in order to maintain their scoring. And to me, I mean, they're doing a great job tonight, but you know, tomorrow it can be a whole different. They can look completely different tomorrow.
But they went the
But
defensive route. They went with defense, so they don't
yeah,
have a lot of scoring.
I know, but that's my whole point. They're putting guys out there who they're testing to see who can score because you need scoring at the end of the day.
Everybody that's here right now, we saw last season. So I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. I think
But
D'Lo is there. You know, like he's a newer piece in Cooper Flag, but Najee was there last season. So was Gafford. So was Eric Lively. So
I
was
know,
Maxey. He
but
came
what you
with
do is
AD. Like
you find what they can do well and how they can score, and you let them score. My thing is because it's nothing else you really can do outside of that. Is take the players that you do have, and you start to just let them run. Because how Dallas is playing, they'll be all right if they just keep playing like this. But we know that like tomorrow, it's going to be something completely different.
can you highlight the other comments, please?
Huh? I'm
I
sorry.
see them popping up in the chat.
Okay.
When Kyrie comes back, they going to Cancun already. Look, it's looking like it. It's really looking like it for real. They're gonna already have their suitcase packed.
Hey, Drew, keep the energy, baby. Keep all that. Keep that energy. I'm telling you, I would tank and get the team stacked for the next season. Well,
Ooh,
they are.
give me 3.
I wouldn't. I couldn't tank. You know, the first thing I really would do if I was the owner of Dallas, I would get rid of AD. I would really get rid of him. He served me no purpose. He's too up and down. He steps on he steps on a rock and he twists his ankle. It's like whatever you think of, that's what happens with AD. And it's just like it's almost like a cartoon almost. It's like I don't get his mindset, like or his his will. Let me see what he's saying right here. It said
You said Kuminga for Ja? Who says no? I saw that. Kuminga for Ja Morant.
Okay.
Ja Morant to the Warriors. Ja and Steph. The NBA fan in me likes that. I'm just not sure if that will work because again, Ja's size. Remember, the Warriors are really small,
Yeah,
but
and
I
they're
do
puny.
like it. I do like it in terms of, when Steph retires, I'm thinking about the future, having, John Morant just, to be the face kind of take over when Steph leaves of that franchise. I can see that, you know.
Yeah.
But Ja's not gonna come off the bench. And right now, you already know you got Jimmy, you got Steph, you got Draymond. The last two players, the last two people in the lineup, are the ones that keep changing. At first they got Will Richard there, they got the rookie there, and Moses. Before that, it was Kaminga and Pod. But you got to
But it's
put
not
John
going
in
to
that
look the
starting
same.
lineup.
If they get Josh, somebody's going, so it won't look the same. So
Well,
it depends on.
I just said that those three are not changing. He's not taking Steph out the start lineup. He's not taking Draymond on Jimmy. That's not going to happen. But
Yeah. So
those
you're right.
last
Yeah.
two,
So he won't. So yeah. So John Morant wouldn't be starting. You're right because they'll be way too small.
he would have
Uh,
to start. He would
Michael
have to
Porter
start. You couldn't come
Jr.
from the bench.
for Trey Young. Michael Porter Jr.
No, no.
You
And I
talking
love
about the back?
I like MPJ,
the
but
chiro? You
no.
talking about the chiropractor? Come on, man. He's the 10 man. Come on, man. Yo,
MPJ can shoot, but I would if I'm Trey Young, don't send me to Brooklyn. They don't know what's going on. No, I'm good. Don't send me to purgatory. And Quentin
every
Post
man's
is
in
good,
his time.
Andrew. Quentin Post has a lot of natural young like talent, but he needs to be developed more. And he could shoot the three. He needs to learn, he needs to put a little bit more muscle on, in my opinion, learn how to use his body, use his size,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not gonna get that, if you want to bench more than not. That's the thing. Like he needs to spend some more time on the court.
Oh
But
man,
yeah, you give Quentin a few years, put 10 pounds of muscle on him, let him get more confident.
man, these owners, man, they want microwave players.
But I like Will Richard. You like Andrew? You like Will Richard? I like it. I like that rookie. I like him. I like him. I like him. I like what I'm seeing from him.
Yeah, yeah. Some teams are going to remain in purgatory, like the Sixers, because they're they're bent on keeping the same people, and not until you really shake it up, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be the same thing all over again. Everybody gonna be talking. Yo, man, we almost did it. All these almost Negroes. We almost did this, and the almost thing. This is too much for me. I like them all, but Steph can't wait for. Steph can't wait for them. Yeah, well, Steph, yeah, because he's older now. Yeah, so, and that's what I mean by they need a blockbuster trade because they're not going to win with the three guys that they have. They're just not.
They have more than three. They don't just have three players on that on the team. And that's it.
Okay. Who am I
I think
scared of? Who else am I scared of on the Warriors? Who am I scared of
it's not.
outside of those three?
I don't think it's so much that you have to be scared. When you think about OKC and everyone think about the Indiana Pacers, like Tyrese Maxey's the focal point, SJ is the focal point. But after using the Pacers, after Tyrese Maxey, after Tyrese Halliburton, who's not playing right now,
Mm-hmm.
who else are you really afraid of when it comes to the Pacers? Like Tyrese obviously is the face of that franchise, but there's not a lineup there. You're like, ooh, I'm scared of Nembhard. Ooh, I'm scared of Pascal. Oh, I'm scared of what's the other guy's name? I mean, it's quite a few people on a team. Oh, I'm not scared of Benedict Mathurin. You know what I mean? Like these players don't necessarily put fear in your heart, but when you put the pieces together, it really, really works. It's about finding the right pieces and making them
I,
work.
I, I, and I
SGA
under,
is SGA is the sun in that solar system as for OKC. You know what I mean? But it's SGA and then Chet. Even before Chet got there, what I mean, they still struggled without Chet. Like J Dub, those three, are their core. But even without J Dub being there, you got other players coming off the bench. You're like, who was that young man? Where'd he come from? You know what I mean, most of their players who really add
they
a
a
lot
lot
of
of people
depth to
do.
that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, guy. I didn't mean
Most
to
of
cut
these
you off.
players, thank you. Most of these players that add depth to the roster, that add depth to OKC's roster, they're not names. Like they're not Aaron Wiggs. Like is not a name. You know what I mean? But you put him out there, Case and Wallace, like these people are not named, they're not superstars. But all those pieces together work, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You don't
they
have to go
do.
out and make this blockbuster huge trade to get Giannis, so to speak. Although I would like Giannis with Steph. But
Yeah,
outside of Giannis, you know what I mean? Like you don't for me, I think those days are gone of having to get all these big blockbuster, athletes to be able to make a championship run. I mean, look at freaking the Knicks last season, the past 2 seasons. They did it pretty much with Jalen Brunson and what? And Cat. Before that was Jalen Brunson and
but
OG
Brunson,
Anunoby and Mitchell
but
Robinson. This is before they got Cat. This is before they got Mikal Bridges. And they
I
still
know,
got pretty
but they
far.
still, but those guys still had great. They had great names. They were coming up. Brunson had come up. He he was on version of being like a superstar, but he's a star. So
Yes,
he
but
yeah
they didn't make blockbuster trades. Like their biggest trade was Cat.
I know, but I understand that. But once again, okay, let's do it like this. Did they make it?
They made it
Nope.
without them and then with him. They still got pretty close for a team that wasn't loaded. And so
See,
you think about that
almost guys.
when you
That's my
yes,
point.
but okay, but what I'm saying is you ask like they got Jordan Clarkson. Most people want to consider him a superstar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's a very popular player, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
From a smaller market, you know what I mean? But most would say he's a superstar, you know what I mean? I wouldn't call him a superstar. I'm just saying, like you put the right pieces together, you'd be
I love
surprised what you
young
can
youth.
accomplish combined with right coaching.
Yeah, that's true. I love when youth come together and they can run. I do. I love the same thing. But this is what I'm saying. When I look at these guys and I say, well, people say, well, OKC did it. OKC, they formed something and they got over that hump. Each of their players start to make like they just dug a little deeper to me and got over. And now look at Chet. Now look at Lou. Come on now, these guys are really playing. Like you be like, oh man, this
But
guy.
you said a blockbuster trade. Lou Dort is not a superstar, but he's a
I
star
know.
in his role on that team.
No, but he will be good on a team. He will be very.
I didn't say he wouldn't be good. I said you wouldn't consider him a blockbuster trade. You would not consider Lou Dort a superstar.
No,
He's a
I wouldn't
star in his
consider him
role for
a
that team.
superstar.
I'm going back to the point you made about needing a blockbuster trade. And
No,
I'm
I said
saying
that. I said that
OKC and Indiana proves you don't have to have blockbuster trades to win.
they have the right guys who are who's that? He said hell no. They have the right guys to put forth that effort to get past. All right, now let's look at it like this. We had Indiana, right? And we had OKC. Look at teams are very similar, right? These guys all pushed and went to another level. I look at when I look at Steph and them, I look at their guys don't play like that. They don't.
So then your issue is not with the blockbuster trade. You're talking about how their players play. That's two different things.
No,
Because your
no,
point was
no.
your point in what you said verbatim was they need a blockbuster trade. And I'm
They do
saying you
need a
don't need a
blockbuster trade
blockbuster.
because
No,
those
they
guys are
don't.
not
Right?
going to.
Because right now you're talking about how in terms of you're comparing them to OKC Indiana. You're saying look at how those players play. Look at how the Warriors players play.
Okay,
That's different than a
all right.
blockbuster trade.
I'm gonna shoot from the hip now. You ain't gonna win nothing with Kaminga or Paz. Those guys will always be almost guys who do heroic things from time to time, but they will always come up short. They will
They're too
always
young
come
for
up
me to
short.
say what they want to accomplish in the league.
They will always come up short. You can tell.
I
Look at
can't
them.
tell that. I can't tell
I can
that.
tell.
I don't say what nobody will accomplish when they're only like the Pods. This is what his third year in the league. I'm not going to say what he will or won't accomplish. No, I don't have the right to say that.
He's always going to be a role player. He's always going to be a role player.
Look, there's some people who are role players. Everybody's not going to be Steph Curry, and that's fine. That's just obvious. But your point was they need a blockbuster trade. They don't need a blockbuster trade. You need your players that
To
you have in the
win,
building to step up. To step up.
who's the difference making center that the Warriors could trade for without giving away their future. I already said the only one. I said if you cross your fingers and Joel Embiid didn't get hurt, that's the center that you can trade for in order to get somewhere. He's the only guy.
That'd be foolish.
Well, look, I'm just letting you know that he's the only one. He's the only one. Outside of who, you know who else will work with them real good? Bam. Bam Adebayo probably could go there and do some real damage with them. If Bam went to the Warriors to me could beat.
But the key was who they give up a return. If you're taking Bam from the Warriors, then that means you've given up some key players for the Warriors as well for Bam.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But I like Bam. I said that a long time ago. I think Bam is a very dynamic player. But I don't think I think where we are right now with the way the NBA currently is and the way it's like I said, you think about the Lakers, right? They got big names. AR, you know what I mean? He's ascending, he's getting better and better. You got Luka, you have LeBron, and those two names right there are the top 5, in the NBA. But you look at their bench, it's not enough. They don't need another superstar to me. What they need is some more depth on that bench. You need some players who are going to come in, like the players from OKC, who are going to deflect, who are going to dive for loose balls, who are going to, be able to shoot up spot up threes, who are going to play defense, who are willing to do whatever needs to be done to help win. They don't have to be blocked, household names to do that.
But see, this is the caveat to me. I don't think that I'm looking at that. Maybe I'm looking at the fact that I'm looking at their age. Whenever you ever notice when Steph and Jimmy and them,
whose age?
Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond, when they make these heroic runs, these guys be depleted, and they're not like they're not guys who can take a night off. Like that Negro got to be front and center whenever the next man comes up. And to me, it's like outside of so they can just oh we got Kameem, we got look those guys can't really fill in for them. If Steph went out, I'm like who really gonna come in and fill in? Kev not playing Allen as much. Pods for Jared Allen. Just brainstorming.
I like Jared Allen. I like him, but he just for me. I think about him like I think about what he did this season. I think about him disappearing and going MIA in the playoffs. Like, are we going to get the same Jared Allen that we got in the season? Because I don't know what happened to him in the playoffs. That's the thing for me. When you have Steph, you're trying to contend for a championship. You're not just trying to, have a good season and then go home.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. Yeah, but I mean, and it's a shame because you want Steph and them to win, but it's like, yo, if you want to beat those boys over there, you gotta oh man. Oh God, where's my control? Where's my remote?
All right. No, Joel is cooked. Yeah, Joel. Yeah, nobody's taking Joel Embiid. He gonna retire
there. Yeah, but
there's no point in that contract that he has too. There's no way I'm taking. If I'm an owner, I'm not taking him on that contract because I know he's not gonna be playing. He's gonna be hurt more times than not. So I'm not taking that on for it. What am I getting in return?
I don't want him. I don't want Joel at all. I mean,
I was reading Andrew's comment.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just giving my sentiments on Joel. That's all. I don't want Joel at all. I have a thing where once I done put like emotional stock into you and you keep doing the same thing, I can't keep investing it into you because I know you're going to keep doing the same goofy thing all over again. So it's like, why disappoint myself? Why am I paying you money? Oh my God. Hold on for 1 second, Kai. I'm sorry. I have to do this real fast.
You think about someone like Daniel Gafford. You know what I mean? You guys look at someone like Daniel Gafford. Like he's not someone, that you would consider to be like the most dynamic player, but he has size. He has size. He's a live threat, perimeter threat. Like they need someone in addition, like that. He wouldn't cost you a whole lot. He's not going to be the most expensive player on your roster, but they could use him. Someone like a Nas Reed, although obviously he's staying with Ant-Man. He's not leaving Ant-Man, but someone like that as well. I think the days of a blockbuster star in order to win, I don't think you need that. You get the right piece, to fit in within your system, that can play complementary basketball, because the pieces got to complement one another. You know what I mean? I think Jimmy and Steph, they're a great complement to one another. You know what I mean? Steph obviously is with the threes. Jimmy, likes to get into the paint, get to the free throw line. Like they're opposites, but they complement one another. It's all about balance. Karl Anthony Towns got 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 fouls. This is why I miss having Bob as the GM, because Bob knew how to find the right pieces, man. They need someone. I don't like the job that Mike Dunleavy Jr. is doing. I think they need someone. They need someone like Bob Myers, someone like Sam Presti. Sam Presti be finding these guys under a rock. How many people will go find a G League coach and make them the head coach? You know what I mean? Like typically, most organizations are going to go for coaches that are experienced, especially when you're trying to contend for a championship. But Sam said, "Nah, I'm gonna go get a diamond in the rough," and it worked out. It worked out. It has worked out. Yeah, this game might go to overtime, honestly. Who's the skinny center in Brooklyn? Well, who are you talking about? Who's the skinny center in Brooklyn that you're talking about? This might be an overtime game, y'all. I hope it's not an overtime game. It looks like it might be. Just might be an overtime game. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I want some cookies and cream ice cream. Do not judge me, y'all. I know it's 12 or 7 a.m. here in New York. I know where everybody's at, but man, I'm gonna go grocery shopping tomorrow. Give me some ice cream. Let me give you some ice cream. All right, y'all, here we go. We got 3 minutes left, 1 point game. 3 minutes left in 1 point game.
Cal, which one you get?
Claxton. Thank you. I was like, you said the skinny center, Claxton. I like Nick. I like Nick Claxton. You're right. See, he's somebody who's not very, very expensive. You know what I mean? But put him on the Warriors, he might, with the way everything is structured, with Steph, yeah, it might work. Could definitely work.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go blockbuster because you got too much already on that. Too much, they could even afford to keep Steph because of the money and the cap, the cap space. So you can't afford to get nobody that's gonna be too expensive.
Mm.
Someone like a Mark Williams, y'all, because I know Mark Williams went from the Hornets then to Lakers. Then they said he failed his physical, and then he went back to the Hornets, and now he's in Phoenix. But someone like Mark Williams also, who can shoot, who can block, who can rebound, who can get in there, give me some, get in there, and defend, block shots and things of that nature. I think Mark Williams, someone again inexpensive, but I think also will be a nice addition. You got to find, if you're a GM, you got to find some diamonds in the rough, because the talent's there. A lot of these teams that are not really, they don't have the best record. They have some players that have size that could add, that could be the missing piece.
Yeah.
You just got to do your homework.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
You just got to do your homework. And to think, y'all, Lou Dort went undrafted. Let that sink in. Went undrafted. I think he played basketball by day and football at night.
Facts. He a linebacker.
Yeah, I think he was. Somebody said, you know what, you should play basketball. He said, okay. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You gave PJ Washington money. You got 3 points from him this whole game. Make that 4 points.
Hey, look, that's coach stuff.
No, that's him stuff because he's been in this game enough to have more than 4 points.
Yeah. But...
You don't pay a player that kind of money for him to only come in and give you 4 points. Yeah, because he missed that other free throw. So, yeah, 4 points, y'all. Oh, man. My eyes twitching.
Where they at? Oh, God. Come on, man. Come on. Pick the ball up. That's,
Oh,
that's
come on.
horrible.
You're driving in traffic unnecessarily. Come on, Marshall.
Oh, my God.
Wide open for the 3. See what I mean, y'all? Someone like Shamit, he does not cost a lot. No disrespect to him, but he can come off the bench and give you some quality minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Come and give some quality minutes. He be knocking down them threes. You know what I mean? He come right in, get to his spot, knock down them threes. He play a little defense. That's what I'm talking about when I say you don't have to necessarily have big name players.
Well, my point about them, though, it still goes down to who are they going to have when it's time to rely on somebody. They need the Warriors specifically need a big player. I know they do. They got too many old guys.
I'm not mad at Al Horford, y'all. I was at first not mad at it, but like, why you get Al Horford? But I'm thinking about it. Al Horford, a lot of young guys might be younger, but they always hurt. Al Horford don't really have. He's not really injury prone.
Yeah,
And he can keep up. He can keep up now. It's not like he lagging behind and gasping for air.
yeah,
So
and he understands the assignment too. You know what I mean? He understands the mission.
So I'm not like I said, if you couldn't get, you couldn't get marketing, you couldn't get who you wanted. They're still looking to get someone like Mark Williams. They didn't draft him. I know the Suns did, but someone like Kaman Malawak, from South Sudan, somebody else, that Duke tree.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all watch the Olympics, I know who I'm talking about. He got some size. He's not even really playing that much over there in Phoenix. Like I would definitely try to add him if I could. He plays hard. He plays smart.
Yeah.
And again, he's on that rookie contract, so he's not expensive. And you have to think about how OKC did it. They got a lot of players, who are undrafted, who don't really cost a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how you put them on your roster like that, and you build something great. Now, when everybody got to get paid, it's gonna look a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
Because right now, J-Dub, SGA, and Chet are getting paid a lot. So some of those bench players, gonna be moving around because they're gonna want more money as they should. And you can't pay everybody.
Can't happen like that. Nope, not at all.
What about AD for all the young Warriors? What is AD coming in for? To teach them from the bench? No, absolutely not. No, he can't stay healthy. I'm not gonna. You might as well keep Al Horford. What am I getting AD for if he can't stay healthy?
Yeah. Look at Shannon. Look like he got a halal truck outside waiting for him. Hey, come on, Kai. Let me waste my jokes.
But I mean, look at that. See what I mean? How much? Somebody Google it right now. How much Shammy getting paid? And he hype. How much Shammy getting paid, y'all?
All right, let me see. Gemini.
He's more impactful.
How much does
He's more
Shamet
impactful than Jordan Clarkson. And
get
Jordan Clarkson is
paid
a bigger
on the
name.
New York Knicks? Let me see. Okay. The New York Knicks guard Shamet.
Sham is shooting that thing from anywhere. From anywhere. And it's going in.
The New York Knicks guard Shamet. How much money does he get paid on?
Making some timely shots too. Timely threes.
I tried to
Dallas
look.
can win this game if they lock down on defense. Like they're about to go 4-12. I tell y'all.
Yo, they put it in Clay's hands. Clay shot an air ball. Yo. Yo. That's crazy.
Oh, Clay, pick your head up. Pick your head up, Clay. Come on, dude. Game is not over yet, Clay. So who was your finals pick? I got Nuggets over Knicks. My finals pick right now. Ooh. It's gonna be Nuggets. I think Nuggets are gonna get back. As it stands right now. Like I said, they almost beat OKC last season. You gotta keep in mind, they had some key players that were hurt in that game 7. They still got to a game 7. So if I had to pick right now, I'm going Nuggets in the finals. And who from the East? Right now, the East is so wide open. I can't say. I don't see anybody I think the Pistons are, they're a good team. I don't know if I have them in the NBA Finals right now though.
Final.
So
yeah.
I'm thinking. Who in the East? Nuggets versus who? Who? If I had to pick right now, I'm gonna just say the Bucks because of Giannis, because the East is wide open. But if I had to go Final Four right now, I'm gonna say Knicks, Bucks, and then Nuggets and OKC. If I gotta go the Final Four in the NBA.
I know Clay don't want that ball back.
When was the last time a team repeated? I think it was the Warriors. That went back to back. I think they were the last ones to go back to back. And you fouling. Oh, he missed it.
Yeah. Clay really was looking for that ball. Then he set that
As he
pick.
should. As he should. You got to keep shooting. Oof, you got to rebound, y'all. You got to rebound.
That's the end of the game. You ain't shooting no ball with me when I'm on the floor. Not shooting like that. I'm like Cole. Nah, baby. That boy shot a dirt ball.
Mitchell Robinson got 3 points. Wow.
Give me an oh my God.
Hold on. Somebody said, if Steph wins another championship, will he be in the GOAT conversation? Steph's already in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way in terms
Yeah.
of his impact, what he's been able to do. You think about his size, the way the whole game is, the way he shifted everything. Like with the 3-point
Mm-hmm.
shooting. There's no way that he's not in the GOAT conversation already. He's earned that. There's no way you can even say he's well. You like, oh well, Steph, like you got to put him in there. You have to.
Steph reconditioned his body, came back. He went from broken ankles to good ankles, won a championship. Then he went from skinny and getting hit to putting on the muscle, fighting through and getting the and one. So Steph did a lot. We see some transformation and with him. So over Kobe and LeBron. Wow. Well, the thing about Kobe is that the thing is, I have a problem weighing players who play different positions because they're doing different things. But I have to put Steph up there because you've seen Steph like just transform himself, and you've seen him, you've seen different versions of his team, and they still beat. So after all that, I have to say that. Now, those 2 years with KD winning those two chips, I mean, we can say, hey, KD was there, but nevertheless,
And Steph took a backseat.
Yeah, and a chip is a chip to me. You know what I mean? Because then you have to look at LeBron's chip. Then you have to look at Julius Erving's chip when he got it with the Sixers when Moses Malone came over. You know what I mean? So everybody gets players and stuff like that. But the only issue with Steph is his defense compared to Brian and MJ. Yeah, that's true. Because LeBron would frustrate people back in the day, man. And don't even mention Mike. They would put the clamps on you. Remember when New York's finest Jeremy Lin? He was the latest thing in New York. LeBron and Wade put the clamps. Shut that boy down. I think he had about 6 or 8 points. Yeah.
I mean, I don't do greatest of all time because the sports evolve. Things change.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to do.
There's different, eras, so I can't, for me personally, I can't pick one person over everyone to ever play the sport, but for me, Steph is in that GOAT conversation in terms of impact. You think about, like you said, Steph is not the strongest defensive player. He's not an all-time leading scorer like LeBron is. He doesn't have the same size. Steph looks like a regular, ordinary man. You think of how he looks. Like you see him in person, he looks like a regular guy. But you think of his impact and what he's done, how he's helped evolve this game and change it. I mean, nothing but a 3-point shooting contest every day in and day out.
But you should look at this too.
And that's all. That's Steph.
Look how many times LeBron sold out with that bad. Remember before LeBron had a jumper, he would break from like 20 feet, and he would like sell out at the line. He would have that anxiety. He would get to the line, ball bouncing off the rim. So, everybody had these variables that you can weigh in the cross analysis of all three of these guys. I look at Cole. How Cole, was a ball hog, and as a result of him being a ball hog, they still lost. So he didn't win, and so so you can say, well, yeah, Cole wasn't. We see sometimes we look at because Cole was such a very articulate player, and he was like a coach on the floor. but Kobe had this thing where Kobe would stifle things sometimes. Remember that game when he just passed the ball, he wouldn't shoot because everybody kept saying he was shooting too much. He was like, "No, I'm gonna let everybody," and he wouldn't. He just does.
Can you highlight other comments?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what that. I'm sorry, I was looking at the game. All right, but also there are different body types. Yes, exactly, body types. Steph did most without with his talent. Yeah, exactly, because Steph is small, but he transformed his body to be a better version of himself. Steph didn't. When he used to drop to the basket, they used to beat Steph up. Because he was weak. But then he started fighting through those hard, defenses like picks and stuff like that. He'll fight through it. So he did a good job, man. He did a good job. Let me see the next one. I'm sorry. All right, Andrew. So do you think Steph is better than LeBron in his era? Wow, that's a good question.
I don't think that's a fair question because they're two different players. Like, but they're not the same player at all. I can't compare Steph to LeBron. I don't think it's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I never like comparing Mike to LeBron because one was a forward and the other one is a guard. Oh!
Excuse me.
They called an offensive foul. Do you believe that?
No, let's see what happened yet.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man. Oh. Oh.
I'm not even sure that was an offensive foul, but okay.
You know what? That should have been a no call. Exactly. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks. He gonna impede his progress, but you gonna give him the foul.
Because the arm wrapped around.
Yeah. But he wasn't doing. He was going out of the play. But nevertheless.
I know Derek. I feel you. I like Derek. That young man has been through a lot.
Who is that?
Derek Robbie II.
Derek Robbins.
Honestly, you guys, with the East wide open, with the way the Mavericks have been playing, the Mavericks could have won this game. The difference is they don't know how to close. The Knicks know how to close. The Knicks, battling against, the Celtics, a stacked Celtics squad going against the Pacers, this core they have right here, even without OG, and I forgot OG's missing. Like they know how to close games. You don't know how to close games. a couple of defensive stops, they could have easily won this game, in spite of not having their core players for Dallas. But that comes with experience.
Yeah, he said, "What's Clay stats?" Let me see here. Clay was like 1 for 20.
Warrior. I like the Warriors. I'm a Warriors fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I like LeBron, but I'm not like a Lakers fan.
All right, Clay. Clay was 5 for 11. He had 13 points.
Yeah, more than PJ.
Wait a minute. Clay hit 3 3-pointers? Yo, I must not been on. I must have missed it. I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
All right, I love y'all. I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh, you out?
Almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
All right.
I'm hungry.
Much love. All right, my sis. Be good, babe.
Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. Rory, nice to see you again. Andrew, haven't seen you in a minute. Nice to see you guys. DJ, Bruce. I'm trying to think of everybody's name. Hope I didn't forget anybody. Appreciate all of you guys coming in, watching the game with us and, keeping a conversation going.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks, Kyle. So we're going to sign off. Much love.
Yep.
All right. Check out that intro going out. You're going to love it.
Good night. Good night, y'all.
Check this out.
We took the best 8 teams and then splashed in the best 2 hosts, and we came up with one dope show. It's the Big 8, so buckle up for the best in the NBA and on screen. It's D and Kai. Let's go!